Hi, everybody. As we turn now to the poetry, I want to put something in front of you that I put together called The Beauty of the Elizabethan Sonnet, a breakdown of poetic form. Now, this is meant to be an illustration of this concept we've been talking about called the marriage of form and content in poetry. Here's a picture of William Shakespeare, circa 1600, followed by a picture of Queen Elizabeth, the reigning monarch at the time, circa 1600. The Elizabethan or Shakespearean sonnet consists of a number of features. Let's take a look at Shakespeare's Sonnet 73, a lesson in poetic austerity and a thing of genuine beauty. Sonnet 73, That Time of Year Thou Mayest in Me Behold by William Shakespeare. I recommend at this point that you spend a few minutes reading the poem, get to know it, stop the video, and pick it up with me in the following paragraph. Notice that the sonnet follows the rules by consisting of exactly 14 lines, 3 quatrains, each quatrain a 4-line stanza, followed by a rhyming couplet, a 2-line stanza. Each line in the poem also follows the same meter, iambic pentameter, 5 beats, each beat comprised of an unstressed followed by a stressed syllable. That's the iamb. The penta means 5, hence iambic pentameter. We'll get to all of that in a moment. The stanzas, units of thought or idea, are not separated by line spaces, so you have to delineate the stanzas for yourself. And you do it in 2 ways, by the rhyme scheme and by, at least in this particular case, Shakespeare's use of metaphor. Let's go through the 4 main features of the sonnet, starting with the required stanzas. Stanzas. As has been already mentioned, the sonnet form consists of 14 lines and is broken down into 4 stanzas. Quatrain, 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 couplet. It is never anything else. If you add a line or you take a line away, you no longer have a sonnet. You may have a very nice poem, but you won't have a sonnet. Line length, meter. Now let's look at the line lengths and the meter within each line. Each line follows a strict metrical pattern of 5 feet, each foot being an iamb, an unstressed followed by a stressed syllable, as in, that time of year thou mayest in me behold. 5 feet, each with a stress on the second syllable. This is iambic, unstressed to stressed. Pentameter, 5 feet. Rhyme scheme. The sonnet follows a very precise end rhyme scheme. AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. What does that mean? Well, follow the end rhymes and you'll begin to notice the pattern. Behold, hang, cold sang, A, B, A, B. Day, west, away, rest, CD, CD. Fire, lie, expire by, EF, EF. Strong, long, GG. Each end rhyme scheme employs both assonance, repeated vowel sounds, and consonants, repeated consonant sounds. Together, we call it simply consonants. Metaphor. Now consider the division of the poem by the use of metaphor. Association, comparison of something with something else. Here, Shakespeare presents 3 distinct metaphors, 1 for each quatrain. First, he is autumn itself, and so he compares himself to tree branches in autumn, having been stripped of leaves. Bare, ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. This is essential metaphor. He is older and losing his luster, his value. The second metaphor the bard presents in the next 4-line quatrain is that of a day coming to an end. In me thou seest the twilight of such day, as after sunset fadeth in the west. A lovely metaphor representing, again, time and the absence of what was, the coming end. The third and final metaphor, in the third and final quatrain, is that of a fire burning down to ash. The ashes that it left in its intensity have begun to suffocate. Life, time itself, experience, is the deathbed whereupon it, his once luminous flame, must expire. In other words, time past is actually suffocating him. His life will be consumed by, quote, that which it was nourished by. Interesting concept, yes? Finally, in the 2-line rhyming couplet, Shakespeare introduces not a metaphor, but an idea. And it's a conclusion. To paraphrase, love me with all your strength, for there is evidence already that I may one day be gone. My branches are bare, the sun is setting, my fire is low. There you have the marvelous Elizabethan, also known as Shakespearean sonnet, with its essential features: 14 lines, a strict A B A B C D C D E F E F G G rhyme scheme, the meter being iambic pentameter, and because it's Shakespeare, sort of like the Beatles, a beautiful and philosophic concept or idea built within the confines of something very controlled and precise. There's math in poetry. Think it's easy? Now let's try